Hey everybody, we are back in the kitchen. We're going to make some sweet potato casserole, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it tonight and put it in my container, and then the morning all I have to do is put it in the oven and bake it. I'm going to put everything in it tonight except for my crumble on top of it, and that's just flour, butter, and brown sugar. So mixed together until it makes kind of like a floury crumble like stuff, like little dough balls. And then you sprinkle it on top of it, or you can use marshmallows, the mini marshmallows. If you don't like that, you can put the mini marshmallows on top of it. Either one, whichever you want to do. But right now, I usually, most of the time, Robert and I will cook some sweet potatoes, but tonight we're going the easy route because I've been cooking for 2 days and I'm getting tired.
Bruce's.
But these are Bruce's sweet potatoes. We've drained them. We poured the water off of them.
I didn't drain every drop, so don't get mad for a few drops in there.
Well, I'm going to check and see.
Those are yams, Kathy. Are they sweet potatoes or yams? They say yams, right?
It says yams on
Yams. So they were grown in South Carolina, I just read.
Yeah.
That's where those came from. Grown from.
Okay. Now, we're not making a big batch because at my sister's house, there's not a lot of, there's always so much food, and Robert's the one wanting the sweet potato casserole.
That's right.
He's one wanting it, but he's going to do the mashing tonight because I'm just about mashed out.
But I'll tell y'all, we don't put no marshmallow stuff on top. No.
I just said that.
That's right, because I just read, what I read, it's the glucose sugar spike, number one thing.
Heaven knows none of this other stuff don't spike your sugar.
All right, just smash it.
Smash it up. Yep, just smash it. Smash them up.
I'll smash bananas like this for it, but not yams.
And
so it's not sweet potato casserole, it's yam
it's
casserole.
sweet potatoes. It's close enough.
We did have
if
sweet
y'all
potatoes.
haven't figured out that he likes to pester, he likes to try to push your buttons.
When she first started dating me, she goes, "Boy, you pester people a lot." I said, "Well, only pester people I love, son."
His mom told me that she had heard his sister, and she had to run Robert out of the kitchen
With a broom,
with
son.
a broom because he was tormenting them so much.
She whacked me with a broom. All right, it's pretty mushy.
Okay.
Good enough?
Now, yeah, that's good enough. And so now we're going to put in, since this is a smaller batch, if you want a bigger batch, just double what we're doing.
I mean,
what was the size of that?
that's what I said. Let's
can?
throw it in the trash. Hold on. I'm going to wash my hands, y'all. So that's 40. That's 2 pounds, 8 ounces, 40 ounces.
That's a 40-ounce can of Bruce's yams. And you can buy those at Walmart. Oh, I've got something else I want to show you all
boy.
before we
She is
get off
excited.
here. I bought some of it the other day, and I used it in the chocolate cake today in the icing. And it's good.
Oh, just tell
it's
them.
good.
Just tell them. Nope, that ain't it.
It's the Prairie Farms.
When we were at Walmart, she's got this in her hands, and she said, "Oh, it's too expensive." I said, "Get it." She said,
can't see
"It's
it.
too expensive."
It's Prairie Farms chocolate custard. And a while ago, I tasted that, and you all, it is really good.
It's a seasonal item, so get it while you can get it.
There's a recipe for a chocolate custard bundt cake on the side of it, and I may try to make that. I may see if but it's not real bad for you. But I'm telling you what, it's really good. It's really good. You couldn't drink much of it, but just a good sip of it every once in a while would do you good.
It's Prairie Farm, so I don't know if you all. It's out of Illinois, so you might be able to get it in the Midwest too. I don't know.
It's Prairie Farms. If you like Prairie Farm, there's a lot of people that don't like Prairie Farm, but now I tasted this myself, and it's good. It's really good.
She even licked the batter things or whatever. Yeah.
I even lick the mixer meters.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
because it tastes good. Okay, back to our sweet potato casserole. We're only going to put 1 egg in this because this is a small batch. So I'm going to put 1 egg. And I'm not going to put a whole lot of sugar, and I usually just use brown sugar in mine. I don't usually use the...
Are we going to use a mixer or a spoon?
I'll probably just use a spoon.
All right.
This is probably a little over a quarter of a cup. And give me some flour. That little red thing.
That?
Small one. Just a little bowl right there. Little bowl. Little bowl with a red lid.
Oh, I see it. There you go.
I always put just a little bit of flour in mine, not a lot. About a teaspoon or something. And it kind of helps it hold together just a little bit more. I just kind of sprinkle it over like that.
Get him, girl. Put it back same place.
Yeah. Now I'm going to stir this up first. And then I'll add in milk as I see that I need it.
You want the half and half?
I got it right there.
Oh, yeah. That's half and half, ain't it?
Yes, honey,
Yeah.
that's half and half.
Not
you
milk.
all,
Not milk.
He's not going to live through the holidays.
It's not milk, y'all. It's fat and half and half. She's trying to fat me up because she knows I'm the one going to be eating this.
Do you want to taste good?
Yeah, well.
All right, hush. Here, y'all, let me get a little bit where you can see him too, because he's sitting up here. Now, you gonna taste it? You want me to?
No, you taste it. No.
Because it's got egg in it.
Yeah, it'll kill you. That's what that one lady said. If you eat it, it'll kill you.
It needs just a tad bit more. Well,
Brown
just
sugar?
a little bit.
Dark brown sugar, right?
I got some dark brown sugar here. I'll put just a teeny little bit. I don't want.
Trying to fat me
I don't
up.
want to put much in it because it's almost there. Now get the cinnamon. Oh,
Where is it?
there might be enough in this one to do it.
How much you putting in there? You never measure nothing. Tell them what you're putting in there.
I'm putting about
Half teaspoon?
Half teaspoon.
All right. Smells good.
Now it's now this is pretty wet right now, so I'm not going to need much half and half.
It's my job to stir or to stand here?
Well, it's
Give me
just
that
the quit.
You tell me to stir all the time.
No, I didn't tell you to stir right now.
It hurts your neck. Stir all this. She's gonna sleep like a champion tonight because you didn't sleep good last night, did you?
No, but not too good. I woke up during the night.
Tonight she'll
Now,
sleep like
if
a
you
baby.
want this smoother and creamier, you can use a immersion blender or something like that to get this. But Robert actually likes it with little chunks of it. What are you doing, honey?
Something white in there.
Yeah, it's flour.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gone now.
I'm telling you what, if men had to do the cooking, we'd starve to death. Whoop!
Oh, what happened, boy?
I just flicked it.
Well, easy, cheese. You want me to stir that?
No,
All right.
I gotta have just a little
stir a
tad
little
of
bit.
butter.
There you go.
Now I'm putting just a little bit of butter in the bottom of my dish.
This is what Brother Dave won't eat. Is too fattening.
Brother Dave eats about anything.
Brother Dave is Kathy's youngest sister, her only sister, the young sister, the baby of the family. That's her husband. Have you ever used to put Brother Dave
Yeah.
on preaching, so they know him. Yeah,
He's also my pastor.
that's why I call him Brother Dave because he's brother. He's double brother, brother-in-law and pastor.
Okay,
scoop it on
now let me get a paper towel here. Get my fingers wiped off. And yes, before you all do this stuff, make sure you wash your hands. That should be a given. If you're cooking in the kitchen, wash your hands. Now, you don't want to put the crumble on it tonight. You want to wait and do that tomorrow. But it doesn't take you 5 seconds to do that.
Oh, you forgot to put pumpkin spice in there.
I don't put pumpkin spice
That's a
in
joke,
it.
girl.
I just put cinnamon in this. I'm trying to get it all out here. And then spread it around. Kind of get it down fairly level. Then in the morning, when you get ready to make your crumble, just take you about 3/4 cup of flour, a couple tablespoons, about 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, melted, and just mix that all together until it gets crumbly, like, you know, it'll form little crumbles together and sticks together. Then just sprinkle it over the top and bake it for about 45 minutes, 35 to 45 minutes, because it does have egg in it. So you want to bake it at least 35 minutes. And you want to dry it out some, but not too bad. And now, I'm just going to put my lid on this, put it in the refrigerator, and this is how you do things ahead of time. Do some things ahead of time that you don't have to do tomorrow. Now, I've cooked the whole Thanksgiving for my son and his kids, and they were supposed to come up here, but Emma was sick, and Jason didn't want to bring her up here because he's afraid he'd make me sick. So we met them and took food to them, and they took all the food home with them. And then this evening I've been cooking again. I made a pumpkin cake. Then I made a chocolate fudge mocha cake with that, and I made peanut butter fudge. And what else?
I made the icing too for the.
I made the icing for both the cakes. The cream cheese. I've got a cream cheese pudding icing and with Cool Whip and stuff, and it makes the best icing. And
But she put the custard
not
in
near
this
as
time.
sweet, but I did put custard in with the
That
chocolate pudding.
Oh,
And I baked another turkey breast today.
Yep,
I done
yep,
that and cut all that off and put that in the fridge. So
Katie got to eat scraps.
we've done quite a bit today, and but we still got some to do in the morning. And but this will be ready. All I'll have to do is just put a little bit of crumble on top of it, and it'll be ready to go. I won't have to get this all together in the morning and make a mess like we're doing right now. Make all the mess in the morning, because in the morning it's going to be a little, little more pressed for time, because we got to drive for about an hour and 15 minutes to my sister's. So we got to be there at 12. So
And what have we got in the evening?
and then the evening I'm going. My daughter Bobby Joe invited us to come down. They're not cooking turkey or anything. They're cooking Raisin Cane chicken and fries and garlic bread, and I'm fixing some desserts to take down there with me. So it's just been
We got to eat like little hogs tomorrow.
It's been a hectic week. And Robert, get over here. He's over here hiding you all day.
I'm doing dishes.
I
is
fussed
what I'm
at
doing.
him about getting over here trying to do dishes.
I'm doing dishes so she can rest. Somebody I laughed. Somebody put on a comment. Well, he's handier than a pocket on a shirt, and I said,
That was Sally Emerson.
"Yeah," I said, "That's Casey County woman,"
Uh,
because she's from Casey County.
Then some woman was watching the corn video back in the last summer, when we were cutting off corn. He was cutting off corn for me, and she said, "She sounds awful bossy."
Oh, that's why I call her the boss. She's a bossy, hateful old
And
thing.
I said,
Hateful.
"Well, I want to know, would you trust your husband to cut off your corn for you and you not tell him how to do it? You can do that if you want to, but you might end up with corn you might not want to eat."
All right, time to sit down.
Now, I
Relax.
want you to tell
What?
them this minute. What is it you always tell me to do whenever you're helping me? What is it you
I
always
say,
tell
tell
me?
me what to do, and if I don't listen, tell me twice.
So, if I do that, though, everybody says, "Well, she being bossy." Yeah,
Why you called the boss?
I'm going to tell you something. If you work with Robert just a little bit, you better tell him what to do. One day we're making something in here. You remember the day we were making something and you poured the chocolate peanut butter batter in the flour. You poured it in the flour and not the flour.
Hey, Kathy, tell them who the real boss of the house is. runs the show
Okay.
around here?
Okay.
Yeah, she runs the show, boy.
Say, I'm a good girl. Say, I'm a
Yeah.
good girl, aren't you, honey? Say, I'm a good girl.
I'm Kathy's a good girl. Go on, Katie.
She's petted to death, y'all. Well, I would drink Robert's coffee, but I know it's strong.
Ain't got no sugar in it.
Well, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. You all try to make you some sweet potato casserole. And the sugar and stuff, you know, before you put the egg in, if you don't like to taste it with the egg in, if you're afraid of it, us old country girls not afraid of that because we've been doing licking batter spoons and meringue spoons and all of our lives, so we're not worried about the egg. But the egg helps hold it together, and the flour helps kind of pull it together a little bit, make it a little more firmer and more like a casserole. And cook it in a glass dish if you can. They do a lot better. But if you can't, that's okay. That's okay. Because sometimes I don't either. If I don't want to bring the dish back, I'll use one of my little aluminum pans. And but whatever you got, but I'm just saying, if you want it to turn out better, if you can cook it in glass or pottery or something, it works better. But usually I put butter in my sweet potato casserole, but since I put the half and half in there a little bit, I didn't put the butter in. And plus there's butter around the bottom of the dish, and Robert don't want me to put too much butter and everything, so if I was making a big one, I would probably put a little butter in it. Melted a couple of tablespoons of butter and put it in it, but I didn't. But try you some, see how you like it. We'll talk to you all later. You all have a blessed day. Have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Be careful if you're traveling. Bye-bye.